Hi, this is Will Weaver with the Online Sports Group. I am doing this video because there's been some concern about how we get into our draft. We have a live online draft. First of all, please note that I am doing this on a computer and that my screen may look different than a screen that you're looking at if you're doing it from either a phone or a mobile device. The phone has the least amount of information on it, the mobile device the next least, and the computer the most. But it's all there no matter what you use. Things may be shortened, like those 3 bars there may be over on a mobile device, may have a commissioner or draft and research or players hidden by these 3 bars, just like what I've got here hidden with 3 bars. The screen may also look a little different. Now, on both devices, though, I believe that you have the ability to, instead of using an app, the Yahoo Sports Fantasy app, you have the ability to go on the internet, even on a phone. I believe, like for example, I'm more of an Android person in Windows, which is what I'm using as a Windows-based computer. But an Apple phone, for example, you could go onto Safari and bring up the internet, and the internet would have what I have because I'm looking at everything that Yahoo puts up. So you would see it the same way. You'd see it a lot smaller, but you'd see it the same way. But I believe the app still has enough information, if you prefer the app, to draft and draft comfortably. So I'm making this video because there's been a little angst, if you will, about how do we enter the draft and what do we do and etc. So first of all, our draft is clearly laid out on our home page, and this is our home page here. That shows all the teams and the owners and things like that. Then up here, you'll see here's the time, 30 minutes and 36 seconds, and it's a countdown. And it clearly shows when we draft. It also, and this didn't pop up until, maybe a day or two beforehand, but it definitely indicates that the draft room will open 30 minutes before our draft time. So I'm making this because it's real close. I'm trying to provide my only opportunity really to show you what happens. So our draft now can go live. Okay, so I'm going to go up here into the draft. I don't want mock drafts. I want overview and see what happens, whether I can get into our draft. Well, let me look over here too. No. So let's go over here to draft and let's go to overview and see whether we can find the draft room. No, that's the mock drafts. Clear. Your draft is now leading draft info. Your league's live on draft is now starting soon. Your draft is loading now. A link to enter your draft will appear shortly. If you do not see a link to enter your draft, please refresh the page 10 minutes before your draft is scheduled to begin. Okay? So right now, our draft is loading. So I'm going to go back to our league overview, which is our home page. And guess what? Instead of the countdown, there's the area that was where the countdown, and it says enter live draft. And so I'm going to go ahead and enter so you can see what it looks like. Oh, I probably should have gone back. And there's always this, which I X out of. Also, there's some other things over here, but this is the button to enter your draft, okay? First of all, it shows that I picked third. This is our draft order. Over here, this is the countdown clock. Here are the players that Yahoo has ranked 1 through, I don't know, probably 500. I mean, it just keeps going and going and going and going. Here's a chat box that you can use, and I'm going to chat to all chat. I'm not sure what these chats, because even though it shows that I did that, I didn't do that this year. Here's what and you can minimize that or you can expand it. Okay. Here's where you type a chat. I am in for 2024 and I send it. And that should be at the very bottom. Yep. So here's where my team will be filled in. And here is the queue area. You'll see there's a queue there. And let's read this because this is important. I'm going to start loading this and I'm going to show you how to do it. Click star icon. There's the star icon next to their names. To players you want to add to your queue, to select a player and press the space bar. Do not drag players up and down this list to prioritize the order you want them drafted. So once they're over here, you can then drag them up and down. I try to get them in order that I want anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do some queues. I'm not going to do I'm going to do one. Because that's my first choice. If I have, my choice is Mookie. Okay. If I don't, then I'll take one of the first 8 here, probably Bobby Witt or Corbin Carroll. But I'm not worried about the first draft because that's going to be pretty easy. I mean, they're already listed there. But I am going to start loading now some of the players that I want. Like I'd like to get Gunnar Henderson. And you'll see just a few letters and he pops up. And so I can do that. And then I like Cody Bellinger. I'd like to get Cody if I can. My next one that I'd like to get is a starter, and my preference would be Glasnow. If I can't get Tyler, then I want maybe Lopez of Minnesota, Pablo, or my third choice as a starter that I think I have the possibility to get at this time, because it's a snake draft, is Aaron Nola. Now, snake draft, I'm third, and then I don't pick until third to last. And then I pick third again and third to last. we are to pick 22 players. So that happens all the way through. So I've got to be realistic about who I probably can get when it's my time to come up. So it looks like Frank's in. Frank's in. Welcome all on a chat basis. So this is how you load them, and again, you can drag. You can let's just do one so that you can see it. I'm going to try to drag Gunner up. No, that didn't work. Maybe it's here. Here it is. See how that moved? I'll put him back where he belongs. There you go. So that's what you do. And once I'm going to pause this until the draft actually happens, but a mock draft would give you a pretty good feel what happens also. So I doubt whether I'll pause this for 22 minutes. I would recommend you look at the video that I've done for mock drafts to get so you can have a feel of how quick this goes and how you've got to be prepared, how these load over here once you make a selection, and all the other features that are on that. Doing mock drafts really prepares you for this. So hopefully this will help you in the future. Thank you. Bye.